Am I allowed to have other boyfriend? I'm gonna date him. Hello everybody, welcome back to Fly Me to the Philippines. We're here in our newly built mountain house.
Our sunroom, yes.
Yeah, actually we tried to film outside, but it started to rain, so we will try here this.
Today.
Yes, it's very interesting. You picked that topic.
Chrissy, we're going to challenge you. I'm going to give you scenarios of the kind of men who might come looking for a Filipina, and I want you to tell our audience, would you date him, or would you say your sister or a good friend should date this particular man? We're going to give you all these different scenarios.
Well, a Filipina will date him.
Would you? Would you date this
Would
guy?
I?
Yeah, well,
Personally?
you're married, so yeah.
No, well, if maybe the question, will I date him?
Would you have dated him?
It will come from my own perspective,
Yeah, I
right?
think so.
Not addressing not in what they call that, not in behalf of all the Filipina sisters in the Philippines, just me.
Yeah, but you can get some insights, the type of man you are and what kind of success you're going to have here. Let's go ahead and start. Number one, the 12,000 US dollars per month freedom pensioner. Okay, Chrissy, this guy, he's 68 years old. He's got a 12K US dollar pension. That's like
Per month.
That's 650,000 pesos every month. This guy's ka-ching, ka-ching. He's got $1 million cash in the bank. He has insurance, Medicare plus private international insurance.
I will date him.
His health is strong for his age. He says, baby, I'll fund your life. Condo in BGC, allowance, shopping. I'll even send money to your parents if there's a crisis. But, well, there's always a but. I don't do exclusivity. Twice a year, I travel alone. I'll have female friends, maybe Thailand. I don't lie, I just don't restrict myself. He calls it mature freedom. He expects zero jealousy, emotional stability, and gratitude. He offers luxury without ownership. Would she accept wealth and shared intimacy?
I will not date him. Personally, I will not date him. I don't think I'm gonna have a peace of mind. Maybe I'm gonna have a thick wallet, but I'm gonna have a very few patience left if I'm gonna date that kind of man. I will not date him. But if you're that kind of man, if you're that kind of man,
Send us a note. We know somebody who will date you.
there's a lot in the Philippines that will date you. A lot.
A lot.
Yeah, but don't expect a real love in return. Expect a transactional
Yeah.
lust.
And maybe it's the kind of relationship that doesn't last, but maybe he could find that short term.
It's more likely like a girlfriend for hire. You know,
Yeah, or
like
maybe-
you're hiring girlfriend in the Philippines, in Thailand, in Vietnam, in Cambodia, in Colombia. Well, you can do that if you're very rich, but there will be no real love, intimacy, connection with the both of you. You know?
Maybe he could pull a bar girl to do it. But do you think he could find the kind of, I always tell men they have to go back in time and find the 1965 woman in the Philippines, you know, really integrated with her family, a body count of 0 or 1. Is that kind of woman going to ever date this man?
No, not really. But I have a question, you know, like a fireback question to that. Is, am I allowed to have other boyfriend?
No, no, that's not. It's right here. Right here in the script. No. All right, number two. Okay, scenario number 2, young lady. Okay, let's see what we got here. What is going on? How do I get that keyboard? Okay, number 2.
Yeah, wait for it.
Someone coming in again. The 2,200 US dollar Social Security minimalist. Age 66. Income 2,200 US dollars. A little bit more than the average Social Security. Cash on hand 35,000 US dollars. Insurance, he buys PhilHealth only. And he's got that 35,000 in the bank for dire emergencies. His health, he's a borderline diabetic, mild blood pressure trouble. He unplugs the aircon when she leaves the room. He says, we don't need waste. He refuses monthly remittances to family. large family requests. He will help during emergencies one time only and just a little bit. He's faithful, but scarcity lives in his bones. Is peace worth financial tightness? What's the issue there? He's got a, he's
Will I date him?
He's not-
He's
he's-
got a health issue.
He's in the borderline diabetes and blood pressure. Not too bad. He's only, like, his big issue is he's not going to come out of pocket for family.
I'm okay with that.
You're okay with that?
Yeah, I will date.
Okay, he'll date. There you go. Number 3, the 72-year-old heart attack survivor. Age 72. Income $2,800 US a month. Cash $110,000 in savings. Insurance US Medicare only, no private coverage. Medical heart attack 3 years ago. He had a stent installed. He walks every morning. He eats carefully. He says, I've already survived death once. He talks about his will, his legacy, and his burial preferences. He doesn't want to support siblings. He will help parents modestly. He wants calm companionship. Real question, would she invest her youth in a man with a countdown clock?
Me personally, no. I don't want to be a widow right away. After 2 years, I guess. Well, I don't want to date a man with no, how do you say that? There's no assurance if he's gonna live. How do you say that in one word?
It's a risk, a health
There's
risk.
no,
no guarantee.
yeah. I don't want to, date a man that I'm gonna be scared every day if he's gonna live the next day. Yeah. So.
With the average Filipina, if he comes to the Philippines, that's his backstory. How's he going to do? He'll do okay. I think he'll do okay.
He'll do okay. I guess a lot of Filipino will date him if he's gonna present all the money, the will, the future plan. If I'm gonna leave to you all my wealth if I'm gonna die. Well, a lot of Filipino will okay go.
Okay.
But personally, I don't.
He can do okay if he looks like he's healthy. If he's 100 pounds overweight and he's had a heart attack, maybe not so good.
Not so good.
Yeah, okay. Let's go to the next one. Number 4. The $3,900 per month veteran with triggers.
What do you mean with triggers?
He was a veteran and he might have some PTSD, some stuff. Let's see what we say. Income, $3,900 a month from the VA. Cash, $80,000 in savings. Insurance, US, VA, and partial coverage in the Philippines Health. He suffers from mild PTSD and insomnia. He checks locks twice. He doesn't like fireworks. When stressed, he shuts down emotionally. He says,
what do you mean he shuts down emotionally?
he can't,
he will
he doesn't,
go quiet.
He allows some family support. Well, he says, I need quiet, I've had enough chaos. Some family support, just a little. He forbids financial manipulation. He's protective but emotionally intense. Is that strength or volatility? Would you date him?
I want also peace living, and I think
Would you feel like you're walking on eggshells with him?
maybe. I mean, what do you call this? The only thing there is like his trauma.
Post-traumatic stress.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
And
think that's the only, for me, the deal breaker
Would
there.
it be a deal breaker? I think you would date him. I think you would be okay. I think you would think he was in the military.
It depends on how intense it
It's
is.
like he didn't develop this problem because it was from being a soldier. So I think you would be sympathetic.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, maybe I could date him. I think it really depends on how intense the reaction is. So, okay, if the reaction is to the point that he could kill me while we're sleeping, maybe not.
No. But I mean, if he was harsh, the Filipinos are so sensitive.
I'm very soft, so I don't think. Yeah, but a lot of it's 50-50.
Okay. Number 5. The $1,500 US beach dreamer with no safety net. He's only 60, $1,500 US a month. That's like 3 times a police officer's salary. He's got $8,000 in savings, no insurance. His health is good for now. He says money isn't everything. He rides a scooter. He wants travel, adventure, and minimal attachment. He cannot support her family. He might need support one day. Is romance enough without protection?
Yes, it depends. If if I'm allowed to help to work financially, yeah, I will date him. I mean, I'm the kind of person also that money doesn't really, and maybe it's second to third, actually. Third priority is going to be love, family, and money, I guess. Well, I admit money is it's really important, but if he will allow me to work and help him, I could date him.
So you're saying if there was a love connection, you would say, heck, I'll just go to work. But what kind of life would you have once he's 6 years later, he's 66, you're working 6 days a week? Minimalist.
Yeah, minimal
but
lifestyle.
If to make love work, you're going to date him.
Yes.
Yeah.
If the connection is great, the love is great, your compatibility is great.
Okay, but he has no health insurance and he has a heart attack when he's 68.
I will enroll him in PhilHealth.
Okay, but every dime you've ever saved from all your work might go right out the window, but you still date him.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of limiting your lifestyle into minimal. Yeah, just,
If you're my sister, I tell you not to date him.
Yeah, because I'm your sister.
Okay, number 6, the $5,000 spreadsheet remote worker. He's 58. He makes $5K US a month. He's got $250,000 in investments. Insurance is an international private plan. His health is excellent. He has an Excel spreadsheet for everything.
Very organized.
He tracks grocery costs, questions coffees. He says transparency builds trust. He forbids unplanned family remittances. He believes financial control equals stability. Is that discipline or dominance?
A little bit of dominance. It depends. If it's only in that factor, he's very particular of the financial and other factors, he's all good. Yeah, I will date him.
But if he starts bossing you around.
But if he starts bossing me around, you're just my slave. You don't contribute to our financially. I'm not gonna date him. It's just very arrogant. But just being very specific when it comes to costs of stuff you're buying, I think I can do that.
Okay. Number 7. The $2,000 traditional 74-year-old. He's 74. He's got the average Social Security, $2,000 a month. He's got $40,000 in savings. He only takes PhilHealth. He has nothing but PhilHealth for health insurance. His health, he's recovered from a heart attack. He says, I expect respect. He will send 10,000 pesos monthly to her parents and family, but he wants obedience. Dinner at 6, no public disagreement. He goes off his rocker if you confront him in public. He says sidebars only. He's clear, he is aging. Would you accept leadership and widowhood risk?
No.
What about this threw you off?
It doesn't sound like fun. In a relationship, you should have like
obedience.
Like I command obedience.
The O word.
I don't think I could be because when we're together, I can be childish. I am feisty. Sometimes I am funny. I am bubbly. So if that's the man I will be with, I can't have the freedom to be the person.
Okay, so he's too rigid. This guy's too rigid. And he doesn't bring enough to the table for the rigidity. Maybe his income, his heart attack he's got some negatives to be so rigid.
Yeah, maybe I don't want to be in a relationship where I see the man like he's my boss.
Yeah. Okay, number 8, the $3,200 widower who needs devotion. He's only 61, 3.2K US monthly. He's got $95,000 in savings. Insurance, US Medicare and supplement. His health is stable. He still keeps photos of his late wife. He texts constantly. He says, you don't need to work, just love me. He will help her family modestly, but he needs reassurance daily. Is emotional dependency romantic or draining?
The question is, will I date him?
Has he gotten over the ex? I mean, has he moved on? Is he emotionally available to date? He's got he's $3,200 a month. He's really well off for the Philippines.
I will help him move on.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, if the issue is about the photos of his late wife is still on their phone.
Oh, he looks at them constantly. He's a widow. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
Widow.
that the wife is still alive and it's just they broke up.
Nope.
I think that's the thing that I'm not gonna deal with. But you
But
know,
he needs reassurance daily. What's up with that? And he will help the family modestly. So he's not all in on a normal help for the family.
I think it depends on the situation. When you're together 24/7, and he's still asking for reassurance, I think that's
It's not romantic.
I don't think it's like mentally healthy for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's draining.
But would you date him?
Remove the reassurance every daily. I
So
will date him.
yeah, you hedged.
Wait, you still have your ex's photo on your phone?
It's from 15 years ago. What are you talking about? Okay. Number 9, the $2,500 US gym-focused midlife rebrand. Age
What do
50.
you mean midlife rebrand?
No, he's trying to reinvent himself at 55. Okay.
Rejuvenating.
Yeah. Age 55, income $2,500 US a month. He's only got $20,000 US in the bank. Insurance is just basic travel insurance only. Health, he's extremely fit. He's only 55. He films his workouts with a ring light. He says, I stay young. He expects her to stay fit, to stay attractive, to avoid weight gain. He will not fund extended family. Nothing. He prioritizes image over infrastructure. Is physique enough at $2,500 a month?
He sounded like a me type kind of person, you know, like it's me, like self-centered.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
sounds very self-centered.
Yeah, very self-centered.
Okay, what do you got? You got a person who's
No, I'm not gonna
self-centered
date
and he
him.
won't help the family.
Mom.
Is it because he won't help the family? Let me ask you that. If the guy says, look, this is about me and you and your 16 relatives in poverty, they get nothing from me, even if they fall off a ladder and they need $1,000.
No, it's very, it's just very harsh.
You're not going to date
Yes,
that guy. A guy who will give $100 and the other family members kick in, that's okay.
Maybe, I don't know, I can't tell from just myself. But this guy sounded like very egocentric, self-centered, and when you're self-centered, you can hardly share your real love to other person because you love yourself too much, you know. So
okay.
I don't think I can get real love from that guy.
I think that's an answer. Number 10, the $1,200 US per month. Good man with no cushion. He's 63. He's got a really bare minimum Social Security of $1,200 US a month. He's got 6,000 cash savings, like emergency to get home, I guess. Phil health only. His health is average. He says, I can't promise luxury, but I won't hurt you. He supports shared work, shared decisions, shared sacrifice. He cannot send regular money to your family. He may one day need help himself. Is loyalty enough when money is thin?
For $1,200, yes, I will date him.
You'll date him. It's enough,
Yeah.
$1,200. But he won't. There's no money for your family. He's got no reserve funds. His health is just average. You still date him.
Yeah, I will still date him. I think we can figure out things for financial.
But you're going to have to probably work. You'd have to work.
I have to work. If he will say I don't have to work, then that's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
But if he will allow me to work, then no problem at all, actually.
Okay. Chrissy, which of these men is the type that a Filipina is hopeful to meet? Is she wanting to meet the $12,000 guy that wants to play around? No.
Look, you mentioned a lot of those type of men.
Yeah.
Remove all the negatives, each of them, and combined in one person. That's
what
but I
you're
don't
looking
think
for.
that man exists.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Well, it's very hard for me to speak up since we're dating because you
We're
don't
not dating, we're married.
You're dating. We're dating. We're married. Since
P.S. We're married. She's not going to date. She will not date you.
hey, we're still dating currently, even though we're married. We still date each other,
Okay, all right.
right? So because you're not there.
Where?
You don't.
No, I'm not in here. I didn't make the
You're not
book.
here. You didn't describe yourself here.
How would you describe me well, you don't want to give away all our particular budget matters, but yeah.
I will just perfect fit for me. That's how I describe you. The perfect fit.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not perfect, but the perfect fit for me.
Yeah, well, thank you. And there's a perfect fit waiting for you here in the Philippines, we think. Chrissy, we've written a book that they might use to help find somebody. We've got a free book called A Western Man's Guide to Dating in Asia and the Philippines. And it's the rules of the road, written by Chrissy and I. We've had over 600 consultations, and we've learned what doesn't work and what does work. And not everything is, going to work if you follow the rules, but these are rules of the road to keep you out of a head-on crash, and rules of the road to take you to paradise. Send us an email at flymetothephilippines@gmail.com. And if you're already in a relationship or you think you've met somebody like a unicorn, Chrissy has a social media investigation service, totally moral, ethical, legal. We don't violate anybody's privacy. And you have an assessment tool they can take.
Yes, you can. Are we going to show the code?
Sure.
We're going to show you here the code. You can just pause this video, scan the code, and answer the questions honestly. And then at the end, you will see the result if you are a target of scamming, or you should be, if you will feel comfortable with your relationship right now.
Yeah.
And then you can send us the result. Send us, if you want to, you can send us the result to flymetothephilippines@gmail.com.
And we have our best-selling 300-page travel book for sale at Amazon. It's been on the bestseller list for Philippines travel for 10 months now. And we have our big brother and little sister consulting practice. In a perfect world, your brother would have met a woman like Chrissy. They'd be living in the Philippines. You wouldn't be trying to make this journey based on some YouTube vlogger. You would have your brother that could help you along the way. And if he couldn't save you a few dollars on travel and a bunch of headaches, and if he couldn't teach you and if his Filipina couldn't steer you clear of trouble, well, come on. So just find us at flymetothephilippines@gmail.com. Don't forget to subscribe. The only way you'll be notified of our videos is to hit the notification bell, comment down below. There are tens of thousands of beautiful Filipinas, just like my wife, Chrissy, old school girls waiting to meet you.
I will never date that guy.
With that much money?
No, never. I'm gonna date him.
She's not gonna date, she will not date you.
Always remember, fly smart, fly with confidence, only here from Fly Me to the Philippines.